Hi and welcome to the Crafty Whisk. Thank you for joining me again. It's Ollie here. I'm going to be sharing with you today a very simple chocolate ganache recipe that I used for my cakes, for filling, for coating the outside and for my cake balls. It's 300 ml of full fat cream brought just to a very low simmer, and then you add 600 grams of very good quality dark chocolate. I use Cadbury Tuscany. It's in between a milk and a dark. It's delicious. So you just pour the chocolate into the cream and just sort of poke it until all the chocolate is submerged. Leave it for a minute to let the hot cream, do its magic with the chocolate. After that minute, you can begin to stir the chocolate and cream together. Now, it will look like it's not going to come together, but it does. You just have to persevere and keep doing it. Keep stirring gently, and it will all come together. It takes a few minutes. So I'm just sort of speeding this bit up a little bit for you, just so that you can see the process. And you can do milk chocolate and white chocolate as well. You just need to make the chocolate a little bit more in quantity. So here I've used double chocolate to cream. You need to use about 3 times the chocolate to cream ratio for milk and white chocolate. And if you want a firm setting ganache for outside of a cake, then adjust it to even higher. This one for going on the outside of cakes, I normally in summer would do 2.5 times chocolate to cream. In winter, this is fine. And you can see it all starting to come together now. If you do find you have any little lumps that are just not melting, you can either pop it on top of a double boiler for a couple of, just for a few seconds, or in the microwave at a lower heat, say 500% power, just for 10 seconds at a time. It's important not to overheat it at this stage. I normally make my ganache in the Thermomix because there is a guarantee that there's no lumps in the Thermomix. So down the track I'll share with you how to do it in the Thermomix. But not everybody has one of those, so I thought I'd do this very quick basic ganache for you. Look how glossy and silky that's getting now. Doesn't it look absolutely decadent? Now it is quite runny at this stage. It does firm up as it cools down. So I just had to pop mine in the microwave for 10 seconds because I wasn't happy. I still had a couple of little lumps that just refused to go away. And now that looks pretty good to me. Nice and glossy and silky smooth. So as it cools, it does firm up. And you can use this ganache base for anything. You can whip it once it's cool and it can become a chocolate mousse. You can pipe with it. You can use it as a filling in cakes once it's a little bit firmer. So what I do in the cooling process is I just put some Glad wrap or plastic wrap right against the chocolate while it cools down. I'm not sure if there's any science behind this particular bit. It's just what I've always done. So if you're waiting for it to get to a piping consistency, check it probably every hour if you're leaving it on the bench, if it's not a hot day, until you get the consistency you want, or you can pop it in the fridge and then check it every 10 minutes. But if you've boiled the cream or brought it to that low simmer, it is shelf stable for a little while, so you don't have to worry too much about leaving it on the bench just for a couple of hours if it's not a hot day. And then I will show you what I do with this particular batch of ganache. I think I'm going to make cake balls with this one, with the chocolate cake I made in the previous video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.